We're coming to you from XPTI Income YouTube channel, and we're talking today with Paul Angus about ONPASSIVE. Now, it's something that I've got involved in very recently. Paul's been involved a lot longer, so we'll get Paul in, and he can tell a little bit about himself. So, good morning, Paul.
Yeah, good morning, Eric. Good to see you.
And good to see you too. So, Paul, do you want to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, your sort of little product history about who Paul Angus is?
Yeah, I've been involved in the home-based business for about nearly 40 years now, working mainly in network marketing and affiliate marketing. But over the last couple of years, I've come away from that and gone back into the traditional kind of job thing, which I haven't really enjoyed. So I've been looking for something to get me back into the home-based business. And fortunately for me, a really good dear friend of mine, Dennis Owens, showed me on Passive coming up a year ago in this month, December. So I was pleased to when it came up and to take a good look.
Well, like you and I, we've both been involved in various schemes, the marketing. And I mentioned in the earlier video about pyramid selling and pyramid marketing. The difference, I guess, between pyramid selling and any sort of affiliate marketing or network marketing is that with a pyramid, there's no product. Yet with ONPASSIVE, there certainly is a product. In fact, one hell of a range of products that are going to come our way. Is that right?
Yes, it is. So we're starting with around 50 products when we launch later this month. So it's a good base to start from.
So do you want to start off by just giving us a slight overview about what ONPASSIVE is before we get into the nuts and bolts, as it were?
Yeah, OnPassive is designed to be the world's biggest IT company driven by AI by a man called Ash Mufarah. Now, Ash Mufarah, like yourself and I, have been in the home-based business and online marketing for many, many years. But he just felt it was quite an unfair platform for a lot of people because a lot of people got involved and they didn't actually make any money. So Ash wanted to do something different where everybody that got involved in the business would make money. So by creating OnPassive, he's put a very fair system together, which actually guarantees that everyone that comes in, that gets involved in OnPassive, can actually make money, and you don't have to be a marketer.
Okay, so in terms of OnPassive, I mean, you've been involved. I've been involved for about 2 days. You've been involved for how long?
A year. I've been involved in a year now, and it's been quite a journey. When I joined, there was something in the region of about 61,000 members, which I thought was quite a lot at the time, last December, just before Christmas I joined, 23rd of December. But this year, it's absolutely, the momentum's got in, and obviously we're watching more and more of what Ash is putting together and his team in Bangalore and Hyderabad. And it's now grown this month to in excess of 314,000 members getting ready to launch. And it's been predicted that we'll have something in the region of 400,000 members when we launch in the next few weeks. So we're quite excited about that.
So in terms of OnPassive itself, I mean, to get involved in OnPassive, do you need to know anything about digital marketing at all as a new person or a lay person coming in?
No, that's the really good thing about it, really, because it's very user friendly. It's going to be very simple. I mean, Ash's idea was to get products and services out there that people can actually use and don't have to have degrees to use. But the good thing is, really, with what's happened this past year with COVID, people have, in my view, have generally trained themselves how to use a lot of digital tools. So you've obviously noticed that everyone's doing FaceTime, they're doing Skype calls to their family and friends, and they're using Zoom, which has boomed this year. So when we launch our products, generally the general public are ready and waiting for something better. They've already been using something like OnPassive, but not as good a quality.
So I guess what you're looking at is us taking on the market leaders, but with a superior product. So who are you kind of looking to get to, and in your view, would be this opportunity would be suitable for? Who would want to join this opportunity?
Well, really, everyone, Eric, because most people these days are using the internet. They're using it from their mobile phones at work. They come home, they have their meal. They're straight on the internet. They're social media types. But also with what's going on around the world, where the job cuts and everything else, people are using social media and everything to look for the next job. They're on LinkedIn. They're on all these sites with their CVs, trying to beat the competition, trying to beat other people first to get the next best job. And I remember my mentor, Jim Rohn, once said to me, people don't need a better job, they need a better income. And it took me a little while to think about that. I thought, he's actually right. People want a better income. So with OnPassive, with what Ash Mufarah and his team have created, people are not just looking for better products, which we've got, is also a better income, which is now sort of coming to the surface.
So in terms of this explain a little bit about what they call the Go founders, and if there's a Go founder member, obviously I paid a little bit of money to get involved. So do you want to talk a little bit about the Go founder member? Difficult to say that, and the amount of cost or the money involved that people have to put on the front, and what they're going to get for their cash, I suppose.
Yeah, the Go Founders is a platform. It was designed really to get everyone in one place as a unit, so people can see what's going on easily. And Ash created what we call a Go Founders platform. So once someone's become a member with OnPassive, we get our own link. We can go into what we call the back office. Other people might call it a members area, and they can see everything about OnPassive. They can see some our product range, what's going on. There's a leadership council there that people can look at. I was very fortunate a little while ago to be invited to become a member of the leadership council. There's 33 of us around the world, which we're really pleased about. And really, the Go Founders platform is where you would go to look at what the future holds for you. So in terms of cost, it's really affordable. I was actually quite surprised when I came on board with OnPassive. I was expecting there to be sort of £200 or £300 to get involved. And it's actually to be a founder member of this amazing new really big high-tech company. It's only $97. So for us in the UK, when I joined, I did it by card. You can pay by debit or credit card. So there was a $5 processing fee on top of that. So it was $102. And at this current month, that's around £77. So it's really affordable for somebody to come on board to be a founder. So that gives them access to the company. And it also later on will give them access to a very nice income because obviously we share in some of the profits.
So in terms of $97 or $205, we're calling this just before the month of December. It could be a bit of an early Christmas present to yourself in order to invest in your
Yeah,
future. So if you can talk a little bit
very.
about, and when you say that, obviously the products sort to be launched later, and I did a little video previously around some of the products and showed some of the products. And as like you know, that I spend a lot of time doing various training courses, stuff face to face and online. So I'm looking forward to actually using the products. But I'm interested in this getting paid or dividend. How does that work then?
Well, it works on volume, like every business. The way that OnPassive works is Ash and his team. It's an automated system. It's a fully automated system, which means that we don't have to technically do anything at all except be a member. The company is actually going to do all the promotion and all the campaigns for us. But when those people join as customers or as resellers of the IT product, which is known in our business, that commission or that sale, some of that is going to come back to us, the founder. So therefore, it's like a dividend. Rather than wait for a dividend like a share, where you have to wait a period of time and you have a little small portion of that, the way it's been structured, we will actually be paid daily and sometimes several times a day. Because we're in 212 countries around the world, you're probably going to receive some commissions while you're sleeping, which is quite exciting. So it's all based on volume. So not only the Go founders, we obviously purchase a package when we join, so we're also customers, but the amount of tens of thousands of customers that's going to come on board with OnPassive, and certainly when we go viral, that gets a kind of shared out between all the founders that are on board this current day. So it's quite exciting.
And you were talking a little bit about, I guess, when this company launches. I mean, I'm quoted on my video by saying that apparently it's going to be the biggest tech company you'd ever heard of. I mean, it's worth already estimated quite a large extent amount of money that it's already kind of been calculated at. So, what kind of figures are they quoting when it comes to this business in terms of what it's worth?
Well, the current value is set at around about $3.5 billion. And I don't think that we've heard of any company being valued at that before they launched. We've done some of our homework. And if you look at some of the tech giants like Google and Apple and them sort of people, Microsoft, these companies took 5 to 8 to 15 years plus to become a billion-dollar company. It's actually known in the industry as a unicorn company. Now, with what OnPassive done already, and we'll have at least 400,000 members when we launch, we will become customers on day one. So when we purchase our product package, that technically makes us a billion-dollar company on day one, and I believe we're the first company to ever do that. So that's really exciting. It's going to be a huge change for the internet, going to be a massive change for home-based business, because a lot of that comes back to us, unlike Google, Amazon, and them sort of people. If you could imagine when they started, if they said, well, we're launching Amazon, we're actually going to sell books online, we think it's going to take off. If you paid us $97, you can have a little piece of the pie every time someone purchases a book. I mean, where would you be today? You'd be extremely wealthy, because Amazon went on to not just do books and do everything. So with ONPASSIVE, we're actually launching with 50 products, and it's a wide range of products that just individuals would use, anyone that uses the internet, but also business would use, commerce, governments would use. So our marketplace is massive. It's about 4.5 billion people that can look and enjoy our products. So we're starting with 50 products. Within a year, that could expand to 100. So the future is very bright for anyone in ONPASSIVE.
So in terms of becoming a GoFounder member, I mean, is it? I know that they're talking about a soft launch, which you can talk about in a moment. But is this particular opportunity a bit time limited now, or is it? Can people get involved over the next year, or what?
No, the time is actually is quite limited now to be a founder. We are launching in 2020, so we've got literally a matter of weeks left. And as you said, we're going to go into the soft launch. And what the soft launch is, it's a beta testing. Obviously, the company wants to test all the products and also the wallet, how we get paid. So we're going to make sure that that's going to go into place. Now, when we go into beta testing, at the moment, it's $97, as we said, to get involved to be a founder. When we go into the soft launch, that increases to $149. The difference is actually going to be paid back to founders as a commission in that soft launch period. But at the end of that soft launch period, which could be, I don't know, it could be 2 or 3 weeks. We haven't been told yet. But once they've done that sort of beta testing, we immediately go into the full launch. And when we do go into the full launch, the founder position ends. It completely ends. It doesn't end for 3 months or 3 years. It ends. So that's everyone's chance to become a founder in the next 3 or 4 weeks before we launch. After that, they've unfortunately missed the chance.
So in terms of like most networks of which we've been involved in over the years, and I can't count how many networks I've been involved in over the years, some which have been paid dividends or paid a bit of cash, but some haven't. And it was always that quite laborious thing of trying to generate a team and put people underneath you. People can join this one. There's no requirement to add people or tell people about it. Or, I mean, some people will obviously. But do people need to build a team? Do they need to go down that rigmarole?
No, that's the nice thing about it, really. You don't have to build a team. I mean, people know that in the past, as I say, we've been involved in network marketing. ONPASSIVE isn't a network marketing company. It's not an affiliate company. It's an IT company, a bricks and mortar company driven by AI. And that's the massive difference. I mean, I've always had pretty good success in the past building teams because I like that. I understand the value of helping people. But not many people understand that, because when you think about it, introducing or referring or recruiting people into a business, we go to work and we do a job. So we don't introduce anybody, we don't recruit anybody, we just go to work and do our job. Our company recruits, our company refers people into their business. So to a lot of people, it would seem quite strange. Well, why would I bring people into my business? So that's sometimes what's held a lot of companies, I think, networks back, because of it seems alien to people. But people generally around the world love to share a good idea. So if they like something and they think this is really good, they generally tell people about it. So there isn't a requirement to do that, because this business is fully automated, and that's the real secret. The company will actually do all the promotions, all the campaigns on a daily basis. So you're going to have what they call traffic driven to your website, to your link, and that will actually bring on more customers and more resellers of the IT product into your business without you doing it. If you want to do it, it just cuts down timeframes. It will just increase your success rate. If you didn't want to do it, it's going to happen anyway, which I love, because it makes it very fair for anyone coming on board with ONPASSIVE.
So I guess it would probably be useful addition to add in probably your own family members as it was part of your team, so they can benefit from the dividends and payouts too. Yeah. But also, I guess it's probably then to transfer any money you should. I mean, we're living in a time where older generation of population will have to live longer, but unfortunately, we do pass away. Is it possible then to transfer that dividends or income to your family members?
Yeah. That's a really good thing. I don't think I've been involved in a business over the last 40 years where there's something going to be set up where you can actually leave that legacy to family and friends. So this business, OnPassive, your OnPassive business, is actually willable. And so when we launch, we're going to have a different website with a different back office. It's going to be modified slightly for us. But in that back office, there's also going to be a section that you can put in there should anything untoward happen to you, or, obviously you passed away. You're building this business. The company's building this business on your behalf every single day. So you could be on holiday. When you get back, your business has grown. Well, you'd like to know that that can go to a family or friend member, and it can do. So that can be set up. Obviously, it's all done legally from the company. We've actually, unfortunately, had someone that joined OnPassive 2 years ago. He was a tremendous leader, and he sadly passed away last year. And Ash Mafaro has made sure that that legacy that he started even before we launched is going to financially keep his family for years and years and years to come. And that was very reassuring.
That's good. I noticed when I joined, there was also, it was a fairly painless process. In fact, quite a simple process. You know, a lot of websites you log on to and you try like go in and join and they click the link and verify passwords. I mean, this was absolutely seamless. But one of the things that did strike me is there was a document that one had to sign called an NDA. Talk a little bit about what an NDA is.
Yeah, an NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. I mean, we're a high-tech company, and we haven't launched yet. So obviously, the products themselves are built from the ground up. So we're not borrowing old technology. We're not using what somebody already had and just improving on it. Everything we do, every single product, is actually built by our high-tech guys. So therefore, we need to protect that. And some of that gets leaked out to the market. That could obviously warn our competition, any competition that's out there. And they might try and copy it. And it'll probably be a bad copy. And that's not always a good thing. So we want to make sure that when we launch, we've got the best of the best, made by the best of the best. And we need to protect that. So it's there to protect the company. It's there to protect you. So by signing that NDA, you do agree that anything you hear on a private webinar and everything else, you're not going to share that with the general public because it might go into the wrong hands. So it's really there to protect you and your business.
Okay, well, I think with the internet is probably waking up and people are probably watching their daytime television. We lost your signal a little bit there, but I think we'll carry on with it. Sure. Well, certainly in terms of my response, I mean, I put a YouTube video together around OnPassive, yesterday. And when the space of putting on the video, it's had over 1,500 views and a number of people subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So the power of actually being in the network around 300 to 20,000 people is going to be somewhat beneficial. But even more so, I'm excited by the whole prospect of using the products and getting a dividend and payment from the company. So exciting times ahead, and I'm sure you're very excited.
Oh, yeah, very. We really can't wait. And talking about those YouTube videos, I mean, people live on Facebook, they live on all social media, and YouTube's a great medium for people to learn from. If you need to learn anything, you go to YouTube, and that's what's going to really happen with OnPassive, because we've got our own learning academy. But let me tell you a little bit more briefly about some traffic that Ash did. He did like a little small competition within the founders recently because he liked some of the videos. Ash Mafaro, the CEO, does watch a lot of the videos from founders that go on there. And he decided a little competition and tweak it. Tweak your video and add some traffic to it, just to give you a little insight of the future of OnPassive. And my sponsor, Dennis Owens, he's 88. He doesn't look anywhere near his age. He's a fabulous guy. He put together a really nice, heartfelt video of why he joined OnPassive, what he saw about it, and Dennis has never made videos before. This was his first video. And I checked that video a couple of days ago. I haven't looked at it for a couple of days, but because Ash and his team have tweaked it and to get more views, there was nearly 12,000 people that viewed Dennis's video. So it's just going through the roof. And he has said that there are some people will get 20, 50, 100,000 views, or even up to 1 million views. So if you can do that with just one of your YouTube videos, imagine what you can do with your business with OnPassive when they drive traffic to it, targeted traffic every single day. It's going to be quite remarkable.
Well, Paul, it's been an absolute pleasure, and we lost a couple of internet connections. It went a little bit haywire, but I think we'll run with it. But it's been an absolute pleasure to talk this morning. I'm excited about the future. I'm sure you're excited about the future. And obviously, if people watching this video on YouTube, please comment below. Any questions or any comments?